Boxing Nation here, and we're gonna go ahead and break down the fight between Usyk and Anthony Joshua #2. I'm gonna go ahead and say I scored this fight. Honestly, I give Usyk credit for being very, very, very active within the fight. I just watched the fight less than 10 minutes ago. I definitely give Usyk credit for being very, very active within the fight. The jab was amazing the entire night. But I feel like Joshua was doing very, very well as well. It was like a back and forth brawl, if I can say. It was a slugfest to say the least. It was a very good fight from both fighters. I guess you can say that Usyk was the better man as far as conditioning wise. But as far as like I said, the slugging parts of the fight, I feel like Anthony Joshua did dominate. I'm gonna give Usyk the first couple rounds, but Anthony Joshua swept after Usyk won the first 2 rounds. I'm gonna say, I say that Joshua maybe swept him. I ain't gonna say he swept him because, like I said, it was a back and forth brawl. But I'm gonna say that Joshua he had my end of the stick. When I was watching the fight, I feel like I was more leaning towards Joshua just because Joshua was hitting with he was countering him with some very, very hard shots. He seen that Usyk was gonna be very, very active with that jab, and he was waiting for him for the right moments, and he was taking his time. He wasn't just forcing his shots. But I feel like naturally, if Anthony Joshua would just come in that fight and he tries to, stop trying to be so technical with Usyk and try to make it, like I said, make it even more of a slugfest and actually try to knock Usyk out just because of how big Anthony Joshua is. His power is, I don't know, like, what do you guys think? What would this guy's like 250, 260. I definitely give Anthony Joshua, man. I think that he's an amazing fighter, man. He's an amazing fighter. I think that like I said, he didn't do enough to win last night, but it was an amazing fight. It was an amazing fight. I think that Usyk was, like I said, he was a lot more active. So I can see why they give Usyk the fight, even though it was very, very even on the scorecards. It was like 115 to 116, everything was like very, very close. So I definitely can see why they say it was very, very close, like the ending of the fight. But I say that Usyk, like I said, Usyk dominated in the beginning, the first 2 or 3 rounds, and then Anthony Joshua kind of had his way. And then towards the end of the rounds, Anthony Joshua started to gas out. And then that's when Usyk started to, impose his will a little bit more. So I definitely, like, a shout out to both of these fighters for putting on this an amazing fight. But I ain't gonna lie, coming into this fight, I had Joshua winning this fight. I had Joshua winning by knockout, like knocking Usyk out, But that's just because I want him to do that. You know what I mean? But technically, like, skills pay the bills in boxing. So he had to break a lot more last night to beat Usyk. Usyk was technically skilled and he got away from a lot of punches. He was very, very elusive. I definitely give my credit. I can just give my credit to both fighters, man. I can't throw shade on any one of them. I think they put on an amazing performance. That's what they do. They entertain. They're entertainers, man. They put on an amazing performance for us last night. What do you guys think? What do you guys give them in the comments? What do you guys say about the fight? Do you think Usyk won the fight, or do you think Anthony Joshua won the fight? I like to see a slugfest, man. I like to see a man like, really. I like to see a technical fighter too. Don't get me wrong, because I love the likes of Floyd Mayweather, the Devin Haney's, all that. But I like to see a slugfest too. I love Gervonta Davis. I like to see one punch power sometimes too. Like, I expect it when these fighters sometimes when they're as big as Joshua and things like that. But yeah, man, last night nonetheless was an amazing fight. Like I said, just let me know how you guys feel about this fight in the comments below. I gave this fight to Usyk just because he was a lot more active. He's a lot more elusive the entire fight. But if you sit and watch, if you really, really sit and watch and you break down that fight, Anthony Joshua was hitting that man with some stuff, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Usyk showed that he has an amazing chin as well. I know that he was the previous champion, but I think they should do it number 3 with this fight. I know they did 1, 2. They should do it number 3 with this fight. I give it to Anthony Joshua and I give it to Usyk just because it's too close of a fight. Styles make fights, and both of their styles are perfectly matched up for this fight. So, yeah, man, like I said, man, let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. I don't want to talk you guys' ears off this morning, but I want to say, man, I'm blessed by the Most High. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if you want to see more content, check out my page at ZaBoxing Nation. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.